guys, when I say we're going to do a family tree, right? Yeah. What do you think it's going to look like?
A tree with branches.
Yep.
And then
leaves
a leaf.
with people's names on it.
No, with people's face and through the branch their name.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So that is a very, very artistic example of a family tree. Yeah. Mummy's drawing skills are not that great. So we're going to do a more basic family tree that just focuses on the information of our family. Okay. Right, Roo?
The Grimwade family actually showing real life, despite social media feeding us all that real hype. We just some real guys trying to give some high definition to reality. Family acrobatically juggling life, smothered in cracks to avoid eternal casualty trust. It ain't easy, but teamwork make the dream work. It's me, Ella, Hezzy, Hosanna, Harper, and Hallie. And I ain't forget I had to ride join the family.
So, yeah, obviously in our last video we was talking about Black History Month and obviously all the things that people did in the past.
Yeah.
But I thought it's also important for you guys to know a bit about your past, a bit about our family. So I've done a little bit of research asking your grandparents, so my parents and Daddy's parents, about our grandparents, your great grandparents, okay?
Yeah.
So that we could try and get it down on paper. We've not got every single bit of information yet because we don't know every single bit of information yet. Hopefully over time as we kind of look more into it, we'll get more information. Right, so I've got this piece of paper, and if we're going to do a family tree, if we're going to do a family tree, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think we should start with? Well, this is what I was thinking when I was doing it. You start straight away thinking, okay, so who can I think of the furthest back? But it makes sense to start with the most immediate people that we know, which are ourselves. Okay, because basically you start off with the youngest generation. So in the Grimwade family,
Houston.
Well, you guys, because you're brothers and sisters, you're the youngest generation in the Grimwade family. Yeah?
Okay.
So we're going to start off by putting down you guys' names, yeah? Okay. Now, the idea of me having this roll of paper is that we'll start at the bottom and we'll put you guys' names across here, obviously in order. So we'll have Hezzy, Hosanna, Hallie, Harper, Azariah and Houston, okay? Now, I know 7 names, so we're going to have to do them. They're not too big, so that we can fit it in.
6.
Pardon? Oh, sorry. What am I talking about? 6 names for all you children. There's 8 of us in total. But above you guys, we're going to then put Mummy and Daddy's names, yeah? So we'll need to make sure that we fit it in, okay? So I'm going to... Yes, darling.
So
yes.
Daddy and Mum.
Yes, Ruth?
No.
I know. On top.
Oh, that's a good catch. Well done. So I'm going to let you start off, Hizzy. Yeah. I've got these felt tips just because I think they'll show up well on the paper rather than using a pencil.
Excuse me, Mummy. Yes, can I have peachy pink?
You can choose your colour when it's your turn, but it's going to be...
Peachy blue.
What do you want? Peachy blue.
There's no such thing as a peachy blue. There's dark blue and light blue here, so you can have one each. But wait a minute, Hezzy's going to choose first. Yes, there is red. So you can take the red one out. And Hez, I would like you to write your name here, please. And just put your short version. So just put Hezzy, yeah?
And I'll just put Hallie and then...
That's correct. But we're going to do it in order. So guys, wait there and let Hezzy go. Hezzy will start by doing his name first. Nice and clear, but just not too wide, yeah?
Yeah. Definitely not the neatest with felt tip pens.
It's fine. I knew Hezzy was going to be worried about this. Because when I first said, you know what, we're going to do it on the floor today, we're not going to do it at the table. He was like, Mum, when we do it on the floor, the paper's going to go through the pen's going to go through the paper. I was like, don't worry, we're using felt tips. We don't press too hard, I'm sure it'll be fine. But Hezzy's always concerned with the detail. And as you hear there, he's like, she's not the neatest with felt tip.
Nice me now, Mum.
But it's fine, Hez. I think this is neat. And Grimwade Gang, I'm sure you will think it's neat as well. It's Hosanna next, okay? Hosanna, what colour are you going to have?
Oh, actually it's purple.
You're going to have purple, okay. So if you could write your name about here. There you go, good. Now, I think this is a good thing for us to do. I'm hoping that along the course of time, I'm sure, even in this family tree here, you guys will come across some names that you've never heard of before.
Yeah.
It will be your turn before Houston's turn, okay? I'm just going to ask Daddy a couple of things whilst you guys get on with writing your names, yeah? So it's Hallie next. So, darling, I wanted to ask you, do you know much about your past family at all?
Well, obviously I've got a very complicated past family if we're talking about both my parents who raised me, the Grimwade family, the originals, and then I have my adopted side of my family. So my biological parents and brothers and sisters and whatnot. So I also have a sister called Rachel with Mum and Dad Grimwade. And so it gets very, very, very complicated. But I don't know the world of it, you know. I know up to probably great grandparents. Yeah, great grandparents.
And did you even know your grandparents' actual names when you was growing up?
Oh, that's the one thing I never knew. I found out all of my grandparents' names when I was about 30.
When you was about 30, wow, you're 36 now.
Something like that. It must have been between late 20s and early 30s. No earlier than that.
Because you need to show the respect.
Rue, my man, 2 seconds, because he wants to write. Wait, Rue, stop a minute. So basically, Rue, you're not listening. You've got to listen, yeah? It's very important. In the schoolwork, you've got to listen. So if we look down here, Rue is trying to write his name in with Hezzy's help. But he is like Hezzy, he wants to go as well, which is cool, which is fine. There's no problem with wanting to go. So it's coming along, Hazariah. But yeah, Houston is itching to both film and to write her name. So I better take the camera back. Do you want to film?
Excuse me, Mummy.
Yes, darling.
Mine is a little bit up there.
It's fine, guys. I know you're all aiming for perfection.
Which is a good thing.
Which is great, but that's fine. Don't worry.
It's coming along. It's coming along.
And now we need to get Houston's name in there, okay?
Oh, Houston, you're going to come out and write your name.
Yeah. I was going to say as well, Grimwade Gang, I think because of the sake... Oh, about to put the chair on my back.
Are you alright?
That's fine. I'm just going to move forward a bit. Because of the sake of knowledge that we have at the moment and this kind of staying as clear as it can and uncomplicated for now, I think we're going to stick down the Grimwade family route kind of when it comes to Tim's side of the family, at least for now. But there's always time in the future to explore your birth family side a bit more.
100%.
Because I'm sure Dad Brighty will be able to sit down and give us more information there. Right, so it's Houston's turn. Houston, which colour do you want? Should we get the yellow one? Or should we get the orange one? Because that will show up a bit better, won't it? Okay, let's get it out of here.
Yeah, good.
Right, Houston.
Go on, Hugh.
Let's hold the pen. She's like, yeah, I'm ready. Should we hold the pen? And let's put your name
do some writing.
in here.
Here she comes.
Here we go. You got to look at what you're doing. H.
Oh, very good.
O U S T O N. Oh, just about enough space to fit you in there. Yay! Well done, Houston.
Well done,
Well done. Taking her back swiftly because otherwise the paper will get destroyed. Okay, so who did you guys come from?
Mummy and Daddy.
Correct. So we will need to. Which colour can I use? I need another colour. I'm going to use the brown one. In fact, the black one fell out, so we'll just go with that.
Go with the black one.
Let's go with the black one. So when it comes to a family tree, right, Rue, can you sit and listen? You've obviously got the base layer of people, which is you children. Then I'm going to do a line above each of your names, okay? Because this is going to be the line that connects you all to Mummy and Daddy. Then we do a line across here.
Oh, Daddy.
So then another line up to here and another line up to here. And I'm going to write my name in. I'm going to put Ella here, actually.
Shall I write mine in?
Yes, you can write your name in, darling.
Cool, let's do that.
Sorry, I used your colour already.
No, that's cool, no worries. Right, sorry guys, I'm going to actually need some space to come and write my name. As I can't write upside down, I can do a lot of things, but not that.
I'm sure if you tried, you could, babes.
Maybe. I was tempted to try that.
That looks like a game.
If you don't try, you'll never know. You think it looks like a game?
Yes, it does.
Well, hopefully it will look really
won't
cool
tempt
once you've
me.
filled it all in.
Yes.
Okay, Daddy put his whole name. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Fine.
I don't know why I do that, but when I write things down, like, I'm never called Timothy, like ever, apart from when I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, when I put it down,
It's official,
yeah. So
There we
Hazariah's going to pass the pens back.
Thank you very
He keeps
much.
like trying to basically use the pens on the slide. But
Good
oh,
boy.
thank you very much. Very good. High five.
Well done,
Well done. Good boy, touch. Well done. Good. All right. So what's next?
I'll carry on. This is where kids, if you can all sit down. I think I can have Houston. That's fine. I'll hold it back here. No, you're gonna come and sit down here, Roo.
Come, Roo, you're going to be involved the whole way through. We don't want you to go off because it's about your family too.
So above Mummy and Daddy, okay.
Yeah.
Who is there?
There's Grandma and Grandad.
Oh, do you know what? This is a very important thing that we need to put in. We need to probably start putting in surnames now. Okay, so we obviously know that Mummy's surname is Brown and Daddy's surname is Grimwade before we got married. Mummy's surname now is obviously Grimwade, but we're going to put the surnames in for your grandparents, okay?
Okay.
So Daddy's parents are what?
Grimwade.
They are Grimwade, and Mummy's parents, are Brown, okay?
Yeah.
So do you know your grandparents' actual names?
Well, Daddy's side is Melanie Grimwade, which is Grandma, and then Andrew Grimwade, which is Grandad.
Yes, so those are Dad's mum and dad.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Trouble?
And over here,
It's Hulk thing.
It is Hulk.
Melanie Grimwade.
Okay.
And then I think the correct thing to do here is to put
Are you sure
Andrew
you're all right
Grimwade?
with Houston on your front? Because
You know-
I'm sure probably Hosanna can hold.
It's okay, I'm fine. I'm happy to have her here. Also, she'll probably go to sleep
Oh, okay, cool.
eventually. So, do you know what? Let's put Andrew Grimwade here. So if you put Andrew Grimwade.
As everyone is always fascinated that you're lefty.
Left-handed.
Yeah. Always in the comments we'll get someone going, oh, Hesley's a lefty. Oh, that explains everything.
Special.
Oh, there you go. Of course you're special. And everyone, the next question usually, so if he's left-handed, does that mean he's left-footed?
No, I'm both footed.
You're both footed, there you go. Oh, very good skills. And who knows what Grandma Grimwade's maiden surname was? So do you know what maiden is?
Okay, cool, right. So some more teaching. So maiden name means the name that that a woman has before she is married.
Before she is married, yeah?
No,
Yeah, so,
What was you going to say?
so I swear you went to say it.
Tetlow.
Yes, well
so
done.
I think at this point we will put Melanie Grimwade, but then above her we're going to obviously put her parents as Tetlows, okay? But let's get this row finished. So I'm going to write it. Oh, Hosanna, do you want to write in Melanie Grimwade? Yeah. Can you use this blue one? That's fine.
Granddad Grimwade has always been Grimwade.
That's correct.
That's right. So the man keeps his name,
So if
and
you
the
write
woman when
Gives
she
away her name.
M.
no, just doesn't give it away.
takes the man's
She takes on the man's name. It's
Yeah.
like a show of union and stuff. Like
Oh,
that.
so that's why Mummy became your name.
Yes, that's
L,
right.
and then you can see Grimwade here. And it's funny, do you know what, Grimwade Gang? Lots of people these days, they kind of have the conversation when they get married, like, oh, is the lady going to take on the man's surname? Or, thank you, Roo, that's good, you put them in the packet. Or is she going to keep her surname and just do a kind of double barrel thing?
Yeah.
But I always feel like traditionally, I go with the whole traditional thing.
Yeah.
We take on the man's name
Yeah.
because in our house, it's just
We're
what we believe
traditional,
is
yeah,
traditional.
100%.
And we feel like the man takes the lead, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
all right. So thank you. We've got Melanie Grimwade over that side for for Daddy's parents.
Yeah.
And now we need to put Mummy's parents, right? So I'm going to do a line above myself, and I'm going to put over here. I'm going to put.
Brown.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
brown.
Oh, colour brown. That was really on cue, Roo.
That wasn't
But that was
it?
excellent. Yeah.
So I'm
It
gonna
is
put
actually brown.
Clive Brown. Well done. And
Hyacinth
Hyacinth Brown here. Okay.
Yeah.
Hyacinth Brown. Now we're gonna go back over to Daddy's side. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know who the parents of Grandad Grimwade?
Grandad Alfred.
Okay.
Yeah, Grandad Alfred.
So which is what?
Great Grandad Alfred.
Well, great granddad Alfred to you, great granddad Grimwade. That's correct. So his first name is Alfred.
Yeah.
And I now need to get my notes up because we're getting a bit further back. So above Grandad Grimwade, we're going to put
Mummy has done her homework.
Alfred Grimwade.
I need a pink one.
And
I need to take one.
the information I've been given here was that Grandad
that
Grimwade's
one,
mum's
please.
name was Alice Burley. Okay?
Alice Burley.
So her surname obviously, Alice Burley. Her surname was obviously Grimwade. Leave it please, Roo, because I don't want all my information to get deleted. But obviously her maiden name was Burley, okay?
Are you gonna
So
write
I'm going to
Burley or
put Burley here just because otherwise we might lose this surname in our tree because I won't remember it all, going up all the way, okay? What do you notice so far in Grandad's family? What is a common thing with their first names?
All got A.
They all start with A, which is just so funny.
Yeah.
And what's the
we all start
relation
with
to
H.
Ash? Yes, there you go.
We all chose H's, okay? So you mentioned Tetlow before, Hez, didn't you?
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
that is on Grandma
Do you want
Grimwade's
me to
side.
write
So if you could do a line, let Hezzy write it for
No,
me.
Hezanne can if she wants.
Okay, if you do a line above and you put, line above and then across that way, oh that's fine, and then up, good, and then across that way and up. So now you're going to need to write Alan Tetlow. So write A. Alan up there and then Tetlow.
Is that Grandma's?
That's Grandma Grimwade's dad. Yeah.
So
These are the names that Daddy did. A-L-A-N. These are the names that Daddy didn't know until he was
I
about
found them out
30.
very late.
Okay.
Alan, and then under here write Tetlow. So T-E-T. And T-E-T, yep. Hez, do you know the story that Grandma's told us about what she used to get called at school because of her surname?
Telly teapots.
Was it Telly Teapot or Telly Teabags? We'll have to double check with Grandma, but I
Grandma
thought it was
said
Telly
us Telly
Teabags.
teapots.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know why they called her that, but I guess it's because
I swear there's a company.
yeah, there's a company called
There
Telly
is.
Teabags.
It's interesting that you know that because I don't see them very
It's got
much.
like a man on the front.
Yeah,
With
it
a
used
white
to have
mug.
those
Is it still
little.
about?
I think it's
Yeah,
still
it's
about.
with a white
Definitely, we
mug.
just don't
It's funny.
usually
It's
buy
because you're a
that
coffee
brand.
girl,
Yeah,
and so I was used to seeing my mum and dad have that.
Yes,
but
no, that it was from a Teabags company.
it
E-T-L-O-W, Hazariah. That's not green, that's yellow. You need to put the lid on it.
Put the lid on it, buddy.
May you put it
Put
in
the
here?
lid and put it back in there, and we'll leave them alone now. Yeah.
Doreen, so D-O-R.
That's it. Well done. And Hezzy will take them.
D-O-R, and then E-E.
Doreen Tetlow.
Yeah.
Hez, do you find it
then put
interesting,
text
like
over it.
finding out about your family and that?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I didn't know that Grandma's dad was called Alan Tetlow. That I didn't know that, but I knew her mum was called Doreen Tetlow. And then I didn't know Granddad's mum was Alice Burley. I didn't know that, but now I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my days.
Rude.
What is
What are you
that?
like? You can't ride the teacher in the middle of the class.
Mummy's got Houston on her
No,
as well, Ruth.
Don't worry, I'm
mum's
strong.
a strong
I'm a
girl.
strong lady. It's
And if
fine.
mummy thought it was bad,
I
she
would
would
have been
say.
taking him off. It's absolutely fine. So, now it's funny, I think I mentioned this in one of our previous videos, but I have less information about my side so far. I think I need to go and speak to my great aunt, Auntie Cephalin, to find out a bit more. Because unfortunately, of course, on my side, you don't have any great grandparents anymore, do you? On Daddy's side, you've still got a great granddad. But in order to get more information, I now need to speak to Auntie Cephalin. But Grandad Brown's mum,
Come and sit down.
his name was Dolores Brown.
Yeah, who
But
you
her-
all know because we did a vlog
Yes.
on the unfortunate
Precisely. You would
last
have-
message of Grandma.
You would have seen her in a full lively state in my dad's 60th birthday vlog.
Yeah.
But then obviously, unfortunately, we heard her last message when she passed away earlier this year.
Yeah.
What's the matter, sweetheart? What? You want to have your say? Look, Houston's having her say, that's fine. Hold on, we go and get her dummy from the kitchen, please. Thank you, sweetheart.
That's Granddad's brown side, isn't it?
This is Grandad Brown's side. So you need to write... Oh, Hallie, would you like to write a bit? Sorry, I've just left you there not doing any writing.
That's all right.
And can I have the group?
Unfortunately, in big families, you have to take your turns.
You do have to
So
take your
yeah, go on,
turns,
Hallie.
that's
You go and do your thing.
So
then,
what do
yeah.
I
You'll have a go next, yeah? So if you come...
Papa, you gonna
come
do
here-
next? Yeah. All right. Good.
Sometimes we can get so pulled into the information, isn't it?
Yeah, it is difficult. Like that is
Stay on
actually a
track.
difficult thing with big families.
it is
Like trying to make
definitely
sure you pay attention
Everyone
to
gets a
everyone and
chance.
100%.
Hazariah, come and hear you. So if you do a line up above
It's on Granddad's
there,
one.
so on Grandad's side. So line above Granddad,
So you go
above.
straight up.
and then you're going to do a little line across, making it perfect, a little line across here, and up. Good. You're doing your workout. Okay, Roo, you do your workout.
Same on this side.
And then up there.
This
So
is like
Grandma Brown's actual name. Who knows what Grandma Brown's name was? I think I've said it already.
Oh, what's Dolores?
Dolores, okay. All right, so if you
Grandma
Dolores.
Well, sorry, I had to think a little bit there because we usually call her Grandma Cassie.
Cassie, yeah.
And Mummy said grandma, and I'm like, grandma. What?
And you're thinking
Brown?
of mum.
Yeah, because she's great.
And then do an
great
E.
grandma too.
Yeah, there you go. And then L,
Go, Hallie.
O, R.
What are you like? What are you like?
It's like a go.
You look like a cool boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You're very cool.
Anna,
N,
great grandma Cassie's name is
E.
actually Dolores Turner.
R. So her maiden surname was Turner, yeah? And then Harper, you're
You've
going to
got
have
family
a
who
go.
are Turners.
Which colour do you want, sweet tongue? You like pink. Yes, would you be able to get the pink out for us? Oh, wow. So I've got on my, sorry, Harper.
On your back.
Let me
How's
take
it
these
right?
earrings out. Because they are over big Grimwade Gang. There we go. Getting in the way.
Is it this one?
On,
Yeah,
it's that colour. Let me dot it out and then I'll talk to the Grimwade Gang whilst you write it out. So Grandad Brown's dad, do you know what his first name was? No?
Bernie. Bernie Mac.
It was, but no.
No, I'm playing.
Oh, no, I don't know.
No? Okay,
No.
well,
Any guesses, Hez?
No, I
No.
don't know.
That's
no.
cool.
His first name was Ben. Yeah?
There you go.
I think it was actually short for Benjamin, but I haven't got enough space. All right, Harper, you put that in. Unfortunately, you didn't get to meet my granddad Brown, and I loved my granddad Brown a lot, but he died. He passed away before I was even married, unfortunately. So you guys didn't get to meet him.
Cool. He's like a very loving man, isn't he?
Granddad Brown was very loving. I think the person that you're actually thinking of is Granddad Humes, the man that we always talk about. But Granddad Brown was very loving. I remember sitting on his lap whilst he was having his dinner and taking his food off his plate. And then he also used to take me oftentimes to my dance class as well when my parents couldn't take me. And one thing I always remember is any time Granddad Brown was coming, we'd get pocket money, which we loved. So it would be like, Granddad, is it time for you to go now? Okay. And we kind of wait when it was time for him to go. There's Rue jumping on Daddy's back. All right. Rue, not again, you. Come here, mister. All right, thank you. Well done, Harper. You've written in Ben Brown. Well done.
Well done, Harp. Good job.
You know, yeah, yours is up there, just so you
well
can all
done,
see.
well done, well done.
You know, on my grandma's side, which is Dolores Turner, right?
Yes.
We've got some cousins, which are the Turner girls, and there's 5 of them, 5 girls in one family. Yeah. It's like, sorry, what?
How
5
many
girls.
boys?
No boys. Just girls.
These girls, all these girls.
But an interesting question going back to what I was saying about surnames. What's going to happen in that family if obviously they all get married and they take on their husband's surnames?
There's going to be more surnames because they're going to take on their
Wait,
But what's going to happen to the Turner surname?
it's gonna just not disappear, but it's
Yes.
It is.
Oh,
It's
it
going
is.
to disappear.
Yeah.
So that's why in families, a lot over time, a lot of people have been like, once you have a boy, then your family name can continue.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing that's why sometimes some ladies have have kept their surname and added it into like what their married name, so that their line, their surname can continue, which I understand. Yes, sweetheart.
Are the Turner girls? Are they like young women?
No, they're older than
old?
me. So I think
They're like in their 40s.
I think my eldest Turner cousin is in her 40s. I think. I'm sure. If I've got that wrong, you'll let me know.
Will we be able to see her?
Yeah, I'm sure we can see them at some point. Definitely so.
Have you ever seen them before?
Well, you have seen them before.
you definitely
You
have.
have seen all your Turner cousins before, definitely so.
I haven't saw my Turner.
I think you've all met
I
them.
think you have.
Oh.
I think you
Yeah,
have.
I think all the way down to Houston probably. Maybe
Yeah, they
Hazara.
wouldn't have met Houston, but I think they definitely met.
Sorry, yeah,
Hazara.
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharina, I know you've watched our vlogs. Lorna, I think, does as well. If you haven't, well, obviously, I know you haven't met Houston, but if you haven't even met Hazariah, we need to get a date in, okay? But it's been the same thing for everybody in the world at the minute, not being able to meet up with their family because of this whole world stuff. I'm not even going to say the name. Anyway, on with our vlog, right? So we're just gonna go up to the children's great grandparents on my side, okay?
Cool.
So we've just got my mum's parents left to do, okay? So hands up, my mum's maiden name was hands up. If you know.
No, it wasn't Brown. Granddad's name was Brown.
Granddad's name was Brown.
So what was mum's name before?
What was Grandma Brown's surname before she got married.
And it's easy because you've still got loads of cousins with the name.
With the surname.
Humes, that's
Yes.
it.
There you go. It's Humes. It's Humes. I thought someone was going to shout out Medley. But it wasn't because we've got loads of cousins with Medley surname. So Humes, right? So I'm going to write in your great grandma Brown's parents were. Oops. Here we go. We've got Ruby over here.
Oh, yeah.
Ruby Humes. Yep. And we've got Robert.
Robert, oh.
Both R's, yeah. Robert Humes. There we go. Right there, okay? And also, there was a surname here that I didn't want to get forgotten, actually. Over on Grandma Grimwade's family side. Grandma Grimwade's mum's maiden surname was actually Dean. We didn't put that in before.
Dean.
Dean, okay.
Yeah. So she had double D, didn't she? Doreen Dean. And where's my information gone from my phone, guys? Just back to my notes so we can just fill in the last little bit of information. Ruby, this is the thing about, you know what we were saying before about information on mum's family side in Jamaica is a little bit lost. We know that grandma, your great grandma, but my grandma Humes' mum's name was Blanche Williams, and her dad's first name we don't know, but his surname was James. So we know that great grandma Humes' maiden surname was James. So we'll put that down here. Okay?
Yeah.
For further information, we'll have to find out hopefully over time, going back further into the generations.
Yeah.
But I think finding out where you're from is really, really important. I found it quite interesting. Grimwade Gang, if you've done like, I don't know, a search into your family history before, please let us know. Please let us know maybe who you've used, like maybe online to do that, and what
definitely.
interesting things you found out. Because it's not only names, is it? There's also lots and lots of stories behind those people.
Yeah.
And I think going back to where they used to live and stuff like that, and finding out what they did for work, what they did in their free time, what their houses were like, all that kind of stuff is really, really interesting.
Yeah,
and I know on my side it will take us off into Jamaica. So maybe one day if you stay with us, Grimwade Gang, and you keep on supporting us like you have, maybe we'll be able to go to Jamaica and actually find out more about that kind of information, yeah? But yes, Ruby, it's time to say bye. Can you say love you to the Grimwade Gang?
Love you. Peace out.
Love you, Grimwade Gang. Bye.